What is up, guys, gals, you awesome means and gamers of different shapes and sizes. It is me, Josh, again on Proxy, bringing you some Titanfall 2 today on the PlayStation 4 Pro, and it's going to be pretty freaking awesome. Don't forget to drop a like and enjoy this video, and why not subscribe for more Titanfall 2 gameplay in the future. But today, I am actually bringing you some Legion Prime, baby, and it's going to be really, really good. This is actually on Last Titan Standing, which is a little bit different for me, because generally this was a mode that wasn't very popular in the past. I used to love playing on the original Titanfall, especially when you have it with friends. This was one of the main things to do in Last Titan Standing, was to play it with friends, because it was this thing of like this camaraderie, the fact that you all basically had like one life. It was kind of, it had a bit of like a Counter-Strike feel to it. You know how in Counter-Strike everyone only has kind of like, well, one life, but it's for your Titan. You're having to babysit your mobile tank, which is just really cool and really badass. But the whole point of this video is to show you some Legion Prime, and it's going to be really bad. It's going to be so freaking cool, because remember that these Prime Titans do actually come with brand new aesthetics and new little moves and things like that. So the first we're going to show you right now is the Legion Prime execution. Just like in the last video, I want to try and get that execution out of the way as fast as possible. And look at that, beating a dude in the face multiple times with your Gatling gun and then blowing them away literally, and not in a sexy way. That is a really cool executioner. Probably one of my favorites, and this is another very unusual thing. I love all of the executions in Titanfall. There's just something about Titanfall 2. Just something about Titanfall where it just makes you feel cool, makes you feel badass. And I just have to appreciate that. I just have to really, really enjoy that and just think, if a video game makes me feel cool, then a video game is doing something right. Because that's the whole point of video games, is to make you feel that escapism, make you feel like another person. And I got a really lucky shot there with the power shot where I fired it through a tree and actually hit that enemy Titan there, which was a North Star. A little bit of a shame, a little bit of sad to see a fellow North Star pilot just fall in battle, but oh well, add one to the pile, right? Now, the really cool thing about this Last Titan Standing match is that we actually have some really cool tactics getting played in this overall battle, and the main reason being is from the enemy team. This is something that you generally don't see when videos get posted on YouTube, is the opposing team doing really good plays, and in this match, we actually see some really cool plays, and we're actually playing defensively. This is really, really badass. So in this Last Titan Standing match, we actually have the enemy team composed of, pretty much from what I can tell, a Ion, a Tone, and then 2 North Stars, which is very, very exciting, because that is a very good variety of Titans to have in a Last Titan Standing match. You don't want everybody to be Legion. You don't want everybody to be an all-rounder like, say, Ion or something like that. And so the really cool thing that you're actually going to see is these 2 North Stars actually staying in the back, while the other Titans on their team kind of like hold the front, which is what you'd expect from a Titan composition like this. You don't want to see North Star jumping out in the front of the battles and stuff and getting completely pwned, but they're actually doing a really cool kind of playstyle here, which is something that I really appreciate. It actually comes into kind of their advantage later on in this game, which is just really badass. I really like to see a bit of challenge in these Last Titan Standing matches. And the really cool thing you may notice as well when it comes to playing as Legion is that you can actually play long range as well, which is very, very cool, because if you do actually have that playstyle of actually playing, say, up close or long range, you can do a mix and match with Legion. So it doesn't have to be that kind of thing where if you want to play as North Star, generally you'd always play in long range mode, or say if you're playing as Scorch, you'd go into close range mode. No, when it comes to Legion, you can actually play long range, which is very cool, especially with the abilities that are actually on hand now as well. You may remember one of the last updates for Titanfall 2 brought a very, very cool ability for Legion, which was to have 2 power shots in one, which is very, very badass. Instead of just having the 1 power shot, you can now have 2 and fire them off whenever you wanted. And I really appreciate that, along with that smart core as well, which I am actually using on this enemy Titan here, and then the pilot. Remember, this is a really cool tactic when using Legion as well, is that if you do actually activate that smart core on a Titan who is nearly dead and then they eject the pilot will actually get taken down by your smart core as well, because it actually used to use homing bullets. This is really cool too, taking an Ion chest laser to the face and then escaping out of dodge just at the last second. Did I actually get that kill? I'm not too sure if I got that kill or not, but still, really, really cool, really, really bad. A bit of a shame to see my Legion get pwned, I have to admit that. But it was all for the team. I'm gonna just pretend. I'm gonna say it's all for the team. It was all for victory. I saved the world. You can praise me. You can thank all the goodnesses for me. But comment section below, let me know, are you actually going to be buying Legion Prime in the new Titanfall 2 update? I would love, love, love to know. I personally am loving these skins. Really cool, really badass, and I am also loving the fact that they've actually brought even more content out with this too. So you may notice I'm actually using some brand new skins and also some brand new decals, and it's this thing of just this overall goodness and this overall value as well, so much value. I mentioned this in the last video, is that say if it was like Call of Duty or something, generally you would pay for like a weapon pack, and it would only be like the skin for that gun. But in Titanfall 2, if you buy a camo pack of, say, I think you generally get around maybe about 12 to 15 skins, they all go towards your guns, titans, and pilots. It just kind of like works together, and the value even adds up even more. And it's just nice to feel. It's just nice to feel that your wallet is getting appreciated too, because we're not actually seeing that a lot with games at the moment. With, say, like For Honor, there's been a lot of controversy with For Honor and the whole Steal thing. It's really good that, say, credits in Titanfall 2 you don't actually have to buy packs for or anything like that. You earn them by playing. I feel like Respawn Entertainment is actually kind of like really respecting the gamer, the casual kind of like player consumer when it comes to their money and how they want to spend it and also support a game. I just appreciate it. I just really, really like it, especially since things like, say, like the game modes or the maps or even like the weapons, they're all completely free. You know, you don't have to actually pay for them. It's not new content in that sense of that it's monetized. You actually get to just have them as part of the community, which is really cool and really, really awesome. Now, this is actually a little funny thing when it comes to Last Titan Standing, is that you may sometimes actually have an enemy pilot wandering around. And you do actually have the option to get out of your Titan if you want and actually risk that, because remember, if you do actually die as a pilot in Last Titan Standing, you won't actually be able to play any more of the match, or should I say the match round, until it ends. And so, as you can see here, I am actually going against a little Titan pilot, and it's kind of annoying, it's kind of frustrating, because you may be trying to focus on those enemy Titans. Like right now, there is just me. There's just me. My entire team has been completely wiped out from me getting distracted by that enemy Titan pilot, and now it's just everyone against me, activating that smart core, trying to take down as many people as possible. I actually get two Titans down there and a pilot. It's just me against that pilot, and sadly, because of his rocket launcher, I did actually lose my Titan, which is such a shame. Look how far away he is, though. That is so unfair. That is so unbalanced. I'm going to say it now. Nerfs all around. Not fair. Nope, unbalanced. He was a noob, using that noob too. I'm only kidding. That was actually a really good tactic, because what he ended up doing was separating his Titan and the pilot away from each other. So that means he has kind of like two focal points. You do have that risk of actually, say, like making it so your Titan is actually by themselves. You can't control them, so they might actually get taken out of the equation a lot faster. But it also allows you to actually have two guns on the ground. But remember, if you do try and risk that, if you do die as a pilot, you will be out of the round altogether. So please be careful. Now, when it comes to this bit, I'm going to try and stay a little bit closer to my team, but still try and stay on the outside. This is one thing you always want to try and remember when playing Titanfall 2, is that when you're playing as Legion, you want to try and stay a little bit more away from the enemy team. So trying to use the buildings to my advantage. You actually have one of the batteries here, which you can actually use to give your Titan a little bit of health back and also a shield. But as you can see here, I did try to play that tactic of staying very far back, changing to close range mode here, so I can try and take down this enemy Ion. He's trying to be sneaky. He's thinking about it. He's like, how can I play this? How can I actually take down this enemy Legion here? But no, I'm not going to let you. Activate my own personal shield on my gun to look after myself. But where is this Ion going? This is the thing. I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious here, though, because as well, remember that I'm actually getting on my Titan here to try and risk getting the shield for it. Was this actually worth it? I'm not too sure. Going against an enemy Scorch, and he's going to activate his self-destruct, which might actually take down my... Oh my goodness, nearly lost my own Titan here. That was very, very lucky. There is actually an enemy pilot ejected from that Titan, though, who is wandering around with their own anti-Titan weapons. So we need to be really careful here. Activating my smart core once more. Might be able to take down another Titan. Oh my goodness, our team is getting completely punked, getting rodeoed at the moment, too. That Ion is actually going to get ejected here, which is awesome, and also taking down that pilot before I actually get taken down myself. An enemy pilot about to take down my own Titan with a rocket launcher. That was very close. We actually have the... Is this... No, there's only actually 3 enemy Titans left. I'm going to try and use my own rocket launcher, and oh my goodness, got thruster punched by a brand new North Star Prime. That was very cool ability. Look at that, just boosting forward and punching me in the face, turning me into bolognese. A little bit offensive, but you know what? I love spaghetti, so I will accept this. If that's going to be what I get reincarnated as, I'll allow that to happen. I may even be part of your belly one day. If I actually die before you and become spaghetti bolognese, please eat me slowly. Is that a slow and painful death, or is that a quick death? I don't know, because I find eating spaghetti kind of like beneficial and kind of like a pleasure, so But that's on the other end. I don't know what it feels like for the spaghetti, you know? But it is now 2-2, which is pretty freaking epic. So this should be the last round of Titan standing. And it's gonna, do you see what I did there? Because it's last Titan standing, but I said last round, so it's like Titan standing, last Titan standing. And then, no, it's okay, we'll forget about it. But we're gonna see who can actually come out on top here. This is the question. Remember, it is a best of 3, or I think it's best of 5, but still, if we get like 3-2, then obviously we win. Now, we're going to have to try and go all out here, but one thing you may have noticed is that my team were trying to risk themselves a little bit, which kind of gave up our 2 potential wins and gave it to the enemy team because we went for those batteries. When it goes to those batteries, you have to be really careful because you are actually giving up a little bit of your time when it comes to getting that battery for your Titan because you're playing as the pilot, and it leaves your Titan out in the open. As you saw, my Titan was getting shot a little bit. Sadly, we did actually just lose one of our own Titans, and the enemy team has just lost one of theirs too, but we do actually have a pilot still on the field. As you can see on the top of the screen there, we have a little figure which is a pilot, and then the skull is a dead pilot and Titan. But this is the main thing. Look, activating that smart core and going at long range, trying to take down as many enemies as possible here. And the really cool thing is that smart core actually attack multiple enemies as well. So if you can actually take advantage of that, go for it, girl. There we go. Look, taking down an enemy North Star and then the pilot as well as he ejects. Smart core is very good for this, especially in Last Titan Standing, because it means you actually do a double whammy. You can take down the Titan as well as the pilot. And again, just staying in the back here. Remember that Legions do actually have a lot of health, but they actually have that ability to go long range mode, which means that they can actually hold their own and defend their teams back in a sense by poning enemies from afar. They can actually go toe-to-toe in a sense with a North Star. This North Star here actually feeling a little bit pressured by my Legion, actually running a bit far back as well. The enemy team only has this one Titan left, and he's actually doing really well. He's actually been able to take down my Titan's health pretty quickly, but I'm going to try and sneak in here with my shield. Oh, missiles from Atone going in there for the victory. That was pretty freaking badass. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts is. What did you think to this Legion Prime? Look at those missiles flying everywhere. That was so freaking epic. But this has been me, Josh, aka Proxy, bringing you some Titanfall 2 on the PlayStation 4 Pro. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed this video. I want to subscribe for more Titanfall 2 content in the future. 10 kills! We got the most kills there in the leaderboard, which is very honorable if I do say so myself. But it has been me, Josh, bringing you some Titanfall 2, and I'll see you all in the future. Ciao for now.